Okay, welcome back to Subtech Online. I'm by the names of Sabit Christopher. Today I'm going to take you through how we create graphs, and we're highlighting the maximum and the minimum points just to create a better insight to the viewers for the minimum and maximum points to stand out. So as you see this data, any change I do, it automatically changes, and the maximum and the minimum will always be highlighted depending on how you have set them. So here we are looking at the dynamic, where you'll have to do changes and it automatically changes in the background. The same thing, we shall look at the line graphs. If I change anything, you see. So we shall have always the automation, the dynamic automatic changes done between the maximum and the minimum points, and they will always be highlighted through. Okay, starting with this, creating a duplicate, call this on session. Now, looking at our data, we have the first column, that is the month, the years, then followed by month. I tried to make the sales data dynamic, that is using the formula random between 100 and 2000. Maybe I can change this for the case of this. I'm making 100 to 1000. Then the formula maximum, that is testing the maximum, it is if the sales is equal to maximum, then give me that. Then if not, then we shall have a 0. Okay, can have this one off, we do it together. So here is equal to if this is equal to maximum, sales, yes, okay, then you give us maximum. If not, you give us a 0. Okay, closing the brackets. So that is what we did. Then the minimum, still we do the same thing. So I'm first going to change this back to the general format. Something I will want us to change with you. Okay, the minimum still say if this sales is equal to the maximum of the whole of the cells. No, sorry, this time it is a minimum. Then we shall have that, or else shall have a 0. Sorry, close the brackets. So this is it. Now we are going to create a bar chart. Select your data, insert. We're inserting a bar chart, which is this. Can increase the size for visibility. Okay, now double clicking to get the options. So when we highlight, when we select the series for cells, we need to, so the overlap is 100. So 100, I'm making the overlap to be 100 such that the maximum and the minimum can overlap on the sales series. Then the gap width, we can increase this to around 50. Yeah, and reduce that to 50%. I think this is visible enough. Okay, now selecting this, we can change the series. Can even change it from here. This is the series for cells. We can have the fill to gray or light blue. Then we do the same. Select the maximum. We have this to green. I like green for maximum. Then you do the same for minimum, and we change this to red. Okay, now selecting maximum, we add label, data labels. Now we are putting the data labels on top, so this is the outside end, so this is it. Then we do the same for minimum. Select from here, minimum series, data labels, and put them outside end. Now you realize that we also have the zeros, the zero data labels showing in our graph. Now we are going to change this by changing the formatting, the number formatting. Just come here on number options, then custom. Now we are changing, let be a single digit for positive, then single digit for negative, then nothing for a zero, which means if we have a zero, then it will be a blank. So that's how we do it. Then okay, so you realize that the zeros disappear. Okay, we can reformat this. This to green. Sorry. We'll put this to green. We bold, increase, and the same to that. Red. No. We can leave the fill to that. Then red and bold. Then increase. I think this is it. Now you can shift the legend on top. Put it on the left. Then the chart title. You can name this as sales monthly sales. So we find that the moment we do any change in our data, it is dynamic. So the maximum and the minimum values will always highlight themselves out, and this one stands to be a better viewer for anyone doing the analysis or the viewers. So now we go to the line chart. So for the bar graph, that is it. We can go with that. Then the line chart, having a duplicate still, cancel that. So naming this one as session. We are going to do the same thing. We are using the same data, that is 2020 and 2021, the months, that Jan to December. I have tried to make the cells random, such that we can easily notice the changes that are happening. I can do this also from 1000 to 100. So for the case of the formulas, you can visit our channel Subtech Online. All these functions are there, videos made on random, between, and all the text functions. So for this case, for the case of the line chart, we are going to use the not available instead of the 0. The reason being that we don't want our chart to keep flipping to the horizontal line, because remember, if it is a 0, it will have to flip to a horizontal line, and so we don't need those overlaps. So that's why we go with not available. So still we are testing if sales is equal to maximum sales, that range, then give us sales. If not, then give us not available. So that's why we have that. Then the maximum, you see it stands out. Still the same thing we do for minimum. Now select your data, insert chart. So this time we go for a line chart, and we choose out the line chart with lines and markers, line with markers. So I choose out that, expand for better visibility. So this is it. Now still we do the same thing, selecting the series, select from here. So we selected our cells, which is okay. I can change this to light blue, increase the markers. I think that is it. Then can change to maximum. Now this is it, that is highlighted. Now for the line, no line, I don't need the line. Then for the markers, I will need the marker options. I will need the built-in, that is a dot. Increase the size to around 12. Then fill in, no fill. Then we can increase the border, solid line. We are giving it, remember this is our maximum, we are giving it a green. Then we can increase the thickness of the border. I think 2 is enough. Yes, that is it. Then we do the same for the minimum series. That is highlighted. Okay, so we go on line, no line. On markers, first built in, we need this, we increase this to 12. Then remember we're changing this one is red, yeah, better. Let it be no fill. Then the border should be solid line. We do this to red. Then we can increase the width to 2. I think that is it. Okay, now you can put the labels, that is now since this is the minimum, we are going to have our label. Our label will always be below. Then for the maximum, our label will be above. So we can have this formatted to red, bold and increase, and this formatted to green, bold and increase. I think this is it. You can shift the legend, on top, put it on the left. Okay, you can have that chart titles on the left. You can rename this to monthly sales. So this is it, guys. So any change you do in your cells, it will automatically change, and always the high and the low points will always be marked and labeled. So that is it, guys. Thank you. Please, if it is your first time to visit this channel, don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit that notification bell such that any video we upload, it is right into your notifications. Thank you. Bye bye.